The mathematical operators that we'll be using today are addition, subtraction, divide, and multiply. Use the asterisk to multiply. We're going to type some numbers here now. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, enter, 70, enter. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a calculation to give us a total. All right, so we're going to get the total. So to get the total, to write a formula, you always have to start with a equal sign. Other than that, it's not going to work. So what we need is a cell address for this cell, which is B1, plus the cell address for this cell, which is B2, plus the cell address for this cell, which is B3, plus the cell address for this cell, which is B4, plus the cell address for this cell, which is B5, plus the cell address for this cell, which is B6. And we just press enter. Now, if we click on this cell, we can see formula bar. We can see there's equal. Our formula is equal to B1 plus B2 plus B3 plus B4 plus B5 plus B6. Okay? All right. Now, I can show you another way, but the way that we did a while ago is a recommended way whereby you use the cell address. So I could write equal 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50 plus 60 plus 70. And see, I get the same result. But is this one, the first way that I showed you is a recommended way whereby you use a cell address. And let me show you why. If I change the 20 to 10, you can see that I'd have to come here and manually change the 20 to 10, which would not be efficient, okay? So the first method is a recommended way, all right? Good. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to find the average. And there are two ways to find the average. All right, so this is the average. So again, any formula that you're writing in Excel, you always have to start with an equal sign, all right? So we're going to be consistent. We're going to use the cell address to write our formula. So we're going to go um, open bracket, and a little while you'll see why I use the open bracket. So this cell plus 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 this cell. Close bracket. Then I need to, how many numbers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd have to divide the answer by 6. Enter. Okay, it says that I have an error. So what I need is a division sign. So let me put the division sign here. Enter, right? So the average is 43.333, okay? Now, as I told you that there is another way to do it, a more efficient way. So this way, here it is in the formula bar, the formula. It's not efficient, all right? So we can gonna copy down this label, average, good. Because we calculated the total in the previous step, what we can do, we can write equal this total divide by 6. Enter, and there is the answer. All right. Now, I'll be showing you the subtraction formula now, an example. All right. So we're going to write subtraction, enter. All right. Now, I'm going to type a number here, a value, 100. I'm going to type 20 here. Now you see that the n is not being shown. So what we can do, we can widen the width of the column. So you hover over between the two columns where you want to, um, the column that you want to make bigger, what you would do, the column that is beside it, what you would do is hover over until you see the arrows pointing to the left and to the right, resembling the cursor change, resembling a cross with an arrow going to the left and right. And when you click on it and you move across, you can see the pixels increasing, and we're going to increase the pixel to 91. All right, so there it is. All right, so to subtract now, to write off formula, would write type equal. We click on the cell, which is E1, minus the next cell, which is E2, and press enter, and there we have 20, right? So we can write the word answer here. All right. Now, we could also do it like this, but this is not the recommended way. Equal 100 minus 20, enter. But look what would happen now. If you was to change this 20 to 10, the spreadsheet automatically recalculates the answer for us. But here now we'd have to go in here now and manually change or type the information for it to show the correct answer. So this method is a recommended way whereby you use a cell address. Okay. All right. So if you want to divide this by 2, so let me show you the division. All right, so we're going to type in the next cell equal 90 divided by 3, enter. All right, that's division. All right, what I'm going to do now in this cell, I'm going to type 3, enter, and we're going to write division here now, enter, and I'm going to repeat the process. I'm going to type equal 90 divide by this cell address, which is D6, enter, and see we get the same answer for the first division and the second division, right? So to show you how you could do it in another way, right? And if you look up in your formula bar, you can see the formula that I use, which is E3, which is this cell divided by this cell, which is D6. All right. So I showed you the addition, the subtraction, and the division. Let me show you the multiplication now. So I'm going to write multiply or multiplication. All right. So we need to right here now. We're going to need to type equal 90 times 3, and 3, the cell address for D43 is D6. You press click enter, is 270. Now here we have the multiplication. We need to widen the column. So if you double click on it, it will automatically widen, right? All right, so let us check it the manual way. So it's equal 90 times 3, enter. But again, if we change this 90 to 80, you can see that this answer down here is not correct. We'd have to go on changing 90 to 80 for it to reflect the correct answer that we want to show the comparison for, right? So the method, the first method, which whereby we use the cell address, is a recommended way. So in today's video, I showed you how to write a formula, right? And the first formula that I showed you was the add. Then I showed you how to do the average. Then I showed you how to do the subtraction and the division and then the multiplication. In today's video, we'll be looking at calculations in a spreadsheet, and we'll be using the Microsoft Excel to illustrate how you write formulas in the Microsoft Excel software. So we're doing calculations, and the formula performs calculations on the data in the worksheet and displays the resulting value in a cell, usually the cell containing the formula. The mathematical operators that we'll be using today is plus, minus, division, and the multiplication, which is represented by the asterisk. All right, so those are the signs that we'll be using today.
Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share.